Hello, I'm Laura Kuvasir, and this is Take 20, where we challenge you to take 20 minutes out of your week to work towards your career goals. Today we're going to talk about job search strategies, and some things that we'll cover in this webisode is, first, how to create a list compilation as your search strategy and as your starting point. Second, key networking tools and how to go about using those. Third, how to research employers so that you are aware of the organization, what they're all about, and that you have a firm understanding of that organization before applying for that position there. And fourth, awareness of fraudulent employers that are out there and how you can protect yourself from finding yourself into a job scam. Let's get started. So whether or not this is the first time you're ever searching for a job position, or you find yourself needing a career change, it can be very overwhelming and daunting to know where to even start to look or what you need to do to even conduct your search. So I'm going to encourage you, whether or not you are a list maker and someone that loves lists, to first set up a list. And we have a downloadable resource that we provide for you to look at as a template to see what are some things that you should even be listing off as you start your search of different organizations. So first, when you create this list, you're going to create what's your plan A of organizations that you would love to work for and positions that are available there. Then you're going to create plan B of maybe it's not your top position or your most ideal organization, but there are some components that attract you to that position or to that organization. And as you're creating both plan A and plan B, I want you to think through what's the priority for you. What's an essential or a must-have that you need to have at your job? It could be that it's a specific type of position. It could be the location of the position. It could be a specific company that you're looking to work for, or a specific work setting, or maybe it's a certain salary and benefits. Whatever that is, rank those things to see what is an absolute must-have for you and what can you settle on right now, and rank those priorities so that way you know that as you're going into your search, what's important and where you should invest your energy. Now that you've created that list, you can start your search, and there's a few different areas, especially virtually through the internet, that you can look for open position. There are online websites such as Indeed.com or Chegg.com or others that you can look at to see what positions are available at a variety of different companies. And for some of these, you can set up job alert notifications and put specific filters as to some keywords that you're looking for in a job title or in a skill set that you have. And those job alerts can be sent to your inbox to notify you, hey, there's a position that sounds like something you're interested in. And then you'll be on the forefront of applying for those positions as they're posted. Second place to look is company websites. Let's say you know a specific company that you want to work for. You can look at their website and see what employment opportunities they have currently and keep checking back to see as they update it. Third, LinkedIn is a growing tool for you to use to have both job alerts and to network and to just see what companies are posting positions that are looking to hire very quickly on that. So using LinkedIn as a job search tool. And then fourth, social media is a new one that is starting to really expand out, especially for social media marketing positions, graphic design, or content creators. There's lots that are posted on that. So if you start following certain hashtags of now hiring or a certain type of job position that you're looking for, or if there's certain companies that you are very invested in and would love to be a part of their mission, follow them on social media channels such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and see what positions are they posting. Some might be posting it in their stories, some may post it as an original post. So check those out as another tool to stay on top of it. Our next key factor into job search strategies is networking and thinking through all the people that you know. Now, again, that could be very overwhelming because if you're very social or have been to a lot of different places, that could be a lot of people. So thinking through who are some of those key influential people in your network that can help you out. If you're a list maker, go ahead and start making out those lists. If you're someone that's more of a creative type, this could be fun where you create a mind map and create bubbles of here's where I went to school. Here are some professors or teachers that I interacted with that know me well and are connected well within that field. Or here's a job that I've had and here are some people that I know that I interacted with that could help get my foot in the door at another organization or at their own organization. So coming up with those key areas that you've been a part of, whether it's been a volunteer at an organization, whether it's a school that you've been to, a job that you've had, an internship, and then outside those bubbles, listing off the people that you've interacted with that could help you and advocate for you and share some potential places that can get your foot in the door at a location. That is going to go much further than just simply applying at any place. So using that network as a key strategic step is going to be so helpful. If you are a member of Concordia University, Irvine, whether you are a undergraduate student, a graduate student, or an alumni, we have an alumni mentoring program that I would highly encourage you to be a part of. It's called CUI Connect, and this is where you can sign up and ask for a mentor that is an alumni that is out in the field that you are looking to either transition into or to start your career path in. And so I would recommend using your Eagles email, LinkedIn account, or Facebook account to sign up for that, interact with alumni on that network, but also request to find a mentor and then set up some meetings with that mentor to have conversations and learn about that field, learn about their role. How did they get started into that? What do they love about their job? What are some challenges that they're currently experiencing or that they foresee in the future? If networking and thinking of having a conversation with someone that you've never met is a little bit intimidating to you, some are natural social butterflies, some of us, that is very nerve-wracking to think about interacting with someone we've never met before and trying to pick their brain. So if that's you, we have a tool that you can download at the end of this that kind of just gives some tips to come across as a professional, but also get to know the person and some key questions to ask to get that conversation started to help you really learn more about that career path and set up a solid mentoring relationship. Another great networking tool is LinkedIn, and I've mentioned this source a couple times because it's such a valuable tool that has really become the leading source of inside information about organizations. On LinkedIn, you can find a company of interest, and once found, you can click on the Follow tab to receive updates posted by that company, and that will appear in your feed. You can also join groups related to any career interest that's appealing to you. You can contribute to discussions and connect with other members, and really use the advanced search to find alumni working in the companies of which you are interested in. Looking for friends, family, and alumni who are working at your target organizations and build relationships. And if you're not quite sure how to go about that, LinkedIn actually has created a tip sheet that can assist you with that and will provide that resource for you as well. A third area to network is social media. Many organizations have moved to utilizing social media as an extension of their hiring practices. They provide information that you can utilize to research and connect with hiring managers and recruiters. You can check social media groups that are focused around your field of interest or your career path. Check social media pages, videos of organizations that are interested in you, and many of them post job descriptions and information about salaries and more that you can find out. So joining those groups, looking for key hashtags to search for your career interest. You can even ask questions on social media, such as, is anyone hiring in this industry? That may bring about some responses or create a network with others that are also looking for a similar position or field to get into. Or you can ask, what's it like to work in this company? Glassdoor provides a little bit of insight into that. And so if you look at glassdoor.com, you can get a little bit of reviews as to what it's like to work for that company. Finally, in addition to maintaining your network on social media, you can use social media to build out your network. Don't just establish your social media presence, but actually work it. Reach out to others, interact with them, engage with them. You'll get out of social media the same amount that you put into it. So I would encourage you to be an engager and interact on social media. So I want to spend some time warning you that not all employment opportunities are legitimate. Some organizations may pose as potential employers to collect personal information from you or to defraud job seekers. Here are some steps that you can take to verify the legitimacy of an employer. This is where researching an employer really comes into effect. First, look for a website. Does the company have a website? Does the website match up with the posting? Does the website look legitimate to you? And if you're starting to get some alarm bells going off or just some levels of uncertainty, then just go ahead and do not move forward with that employer. Second, look at the email address. Look to see if that organization is using a company domain versus a general Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo account. Match the email address to that company domain will really help you. For email addresses that sometimes look similar, maybe it has a Gmail account version of the company's email, that should set off some red flags as well. So if they're not quite the same, start questioning. As you're looking at the website or into any of their social media posts, look for stock photos, grammatical errors, poor use of English language, and start using social media to research that employer, seeing if they have a Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn account, anything like that that could align or give you more information. Research that company on website such as Glassdoor for feedback and complaints and see if there's anything there. Also, make sure to keep your private information private. Don't share personal information. Do not pay to apply to a position, or do not fall for positions that are requiring you to recruit others before you're receiving payment. So make sure you ask a lot of questions before you give out information. Sometimes in the job search process, we can get so excited and so nervous that we need a job now that anyone that shows an interest and flattery, that we may overlook some of these warning signs. So make sure that that's not you. Protect yourself, protect your information. At any point, you should not be sharing banking information for sure. So just ask some questions along the way. And if they start to get defensive over some of those things, it may be time to move on to a different company to start interacting with and just let that one go. Let me give you an example of that. Some companies may offer you make money really quick starting today, or one day only special, to really get your energy and adrenaline going that you need to take urgent steps to get this job now. Or they may say that they'll wire money to your account or deposit a check into your account or send you money in any way. That should set off some alarm bells within your head. At the end of the day, if at any point you are questioning or it seems too good to be true with the salary that they're offering you, if they're offering you $1 million as an entry-level job, that should set off some alarm bells. So if it seems too good to be true, ask questions, and if it's really starting to make you nervous, maybe ask others that you trust of their thoughts on it, and they can help kind of guide and discern that with you. So let's talk about researching employers. Many candidates overlook the importance of research when undertaking a job search or looking for an internship. In fact, it's common for employers to complain that candidates have not done their homework before applying or before interviewing, and that they don't know basic things such as the mission or the purpose of the organization. Sometimes candidates see a big name of a company or organization and assume they know everything about what that company is about, and then when they show up to the interview or in the application, they may not fully understand what this job entails, or they may not understand what the company's all about. And when an employer is assuming that there's a lack of research on the candidate's end, it means that there's really a lack of interest, a lack of commitment, and that person's not going to be loyal to that company. So you want to take some time to fully research. Here's some categories as to what to research in case you're wondering, well, what do I need to look at so that I make sure I come across as knowledgeable as of this company. You can look at the organizational overview, the age, when did it start up, what's the size of it, what's their financial outlook, their growth, their structure. You can look at trends or issues within that industry. You can look for their mission, philosophy, and objectives, and this should definitely be a top priority that you understand those basic things about that company. You can look for what products and services do they provide, because you may only know one aspect when there might be a whole area of different services that they also provide. Look at names of key executives so that you are able to recognize them and know who they are and what their roles are. Look for what's the competition and who are some of their key competitors in that field. Maybe what are their sales, their assets, their earnings? What's their growth history and growth activity? What are some of their current challenges, major achievements and issues and news? What's the typical career path for someone that enters into that organization? And overall, what's that company culture? I know that's a lot of things that I just listed off, and you don't have to do every single one of those because each field is differently. If you're going to pick just a few basics, you want to make sure you know the purpose, the mission, and the objectives. You want to make sure you know the executives there, the company culture, and anything else that is an essential priority for you. Let's close out with some final tips. First is keep going. Be persistent in your job search. Get up every day as if you're going to work and spend time identifying and researching employers. Contact employers, schedule appointments, interviews, and make your job search your job. Second, register. Sign up with job search engines. Stay current and active on business networks like LinkedIn and social media sites like Facebook where you can find company profiles. Third, work your network. Contact alumni in your field, others that you've worked with in the past, former professors or teachers or coaches, and remind your contacts that you're still looking for a job. Make new contacts by joining professional groups in your area. These 3 things, as well as some of our resources, we're hoping will help provide some peace as you start this job search process. All right, as we close out, here are our next steps for you. Download some of the resources that we have available for you, such as our LinkedIn resource, our networking resource, our sample job search list. Look at the LinkedIn tip sheet, especially the one designed for students that are looking to network. Start your list of potential companies and your network. Those 2 lists will be so helpful for you as you start this process. Next, expand your network virtually. Also, find an alumni mentor through CUI Connect. Finally, if you need any help in navigating this job search process, feel free to reach out to us and set up an online appointment. I'm Laura Couvasier, and I thank you for joining us in this webisode, and I hope you join in our other upcoming webisodes.